So now we have the summer wave of LEGO Minecraft sets. Let's recap and look at every set that has come out this year. It's been a pretty good one, so let's get started. First of all, being set 21266, the Nether Lava Battle, with 99 pieces and being released on January 1st. This is a really nice set. It has a Wither Skeleton, a Blaze, and it has a Lava Strider and a weird Alex skin, not really sure what that is, and which is pretty cool. The set itself is really small, it's one of those tiny ones, but this is okay, I guess. It's nice to have another Nether set with some nice little new minifigures. But let's move on from that with set 21267, the Pillager Desert Patrol. This set has 105 pieces and will release on January 1st too. Now, this set is a bit confusing. I wasn't sure what we'd be expecting with a Pillager set, but this definitely wasn't it. This set contains 3 pillagers, one of which has an enchanted crossbow, which is pretty cool. It has a Vindicator, Pillager Captain, and just a normal bog standard pillager. Alongside that, we have a really cool skin with some diamond armor, which I love diamond armor, so that's pretty cool. And then alongside that, we have this weird tent thing. I'm really not sure what that is. Some sort of outpost thing. Personally, I would have been happy if we'd got something more pillager related, but at least we have some more pillager sets. Although this one is quite confusing, not really sure where they got their idea from. And then we have set 21268, the Baby Pig House. This set has 238 pieces, but looks very similar to another set. Pig House. Obviously the Pig House must have done really well because they've made a baby one. So yeah, this is the Baby Pig House. It comes with a zombified piglin. Okay. I take back everything I said about this wave. Give me that zombified piglin right now. That is so cool. So we got a zombified piglin, which just looks awesome. I cannot wait to get my hands on that minifigure. And overall, the set just looks quite nice. I guess this is what the pigsty was meant to be. I guess so. Let's move on to our next one, which is set 21269, the Armadillo Mine Expedition. This set comes with 247 pieces and contains none other than 2 armadillos. This is really exciting. They look so cute and I just love how they've done them. The really nice molded heads were what we really wanted from these armadillos and they did it perfectly. The rest of the set is just a small little mine shaft and a cave spider, which does look quite cool. It's in the Acea biome, so we haven't got many of those sets. That's quite cool. So yeah, it's a really nice little set there, and the minifigures are super cute. Those armadillos, they're just amazing. Next up is set 21270, the Mushroom House. 500 pieces, and yet again looks very similar to another older set. Yeah. It looks a lot like the pig house. Now, the mushroom house looks really nice, I think. Definitely resembles the pig house, like scarily so. But it does come with a mushroom and also a brown mushroom, which is really cool. We haven't got that yet. And, well, they haven't returned since the mushroom island thing. So that's really nice to see. Alongside that, we have a phantom. So obviously, this Steve hasn't slept for a while. Probably should get some sleep. The rest of the set is just a giant mushroom, which is what you should expect from the name, and a nice little giant mushroom there, which looks really cute, really cool. I think it's nice that we got some more in the Mushroom Island biome. Then finally, we have the Trial Chamber. Now, this set is quite a large one compared to some of the others in the wave, with just about 322 pieces. Doesn't reach the scale of the mushroom house, but it has some great minifigures, including the breeze, which we really wanted to see, and some other cool stuff. I think this very much looks a bit like the Deep Dark Battle, and I'm all for it. That was a great set, and they've done it really well here as well. That breeze looks really good. They did that really well, actually. I wasn't really sure how they were planning to make the breeze because of the difficulty of how it works, but they did it really well, and I'm pretty impressed with how they've done this. The Woodland Mansion Fighting Ring. Now, this set is really cool. It has some nice minifigures containing a lot of the main characters and a good overall minifigure selection, and also contains a giant piglin, it seems. And the overall set is quite nice. It did kind of lead us astray with the name, the Woodland Mansion. We thought we might get something like the natural structure from the game, But obviously in the movie they don't fight in the natural structure from the game, because this looks nothing like a Woodland Mansion or anything like what we were expecting. So that is quite disappointing, and it was probably just to get people hyped about the new LEGO Minecraft movie sets, which is fair enough. A bit disappointing that it doesn't look like the Woodland Mansion we wanted, but it's still a really cool set, although something's just a bit off. Like this zombie, I know it's meant to look realistic, but it just looks like a comic book at this point. And, well, this might be a recurring theme throughout the entire sets that we're going to get from the LEGO Minecraft movie, since they're trying to be realistic. So let's move on to our next one, which does look pretty cool. It is the Ghast Balloon Village Attack. And, well, it has some really cool minifigures, quite a lot of them, and has a very big set with lots of different buildings. Still not the kind of village we wanted. Although, some nice little play features here and there, like a chicken egg coming out the chicken and all of that. So, some really cool buildings. It also contains Steve yet again, so it looks like he's in both sets in the end. And is a quite good set. But, I'm still going to say it again, the minifigures are a bit uncanny. They do look like comic books yet again, and this villager, I don't even know what to say about that. The piglins, they look like comic sets from the junior set line. I guess the Iron Golem had an upgrade. But, well, the minifigures, I guess they are trying to be realistic and look accurate to the movies. But it just looks like the junior line of sets from like Marvel and things like that. And this goes for both sets. And I think they could have done a better job. When trying to make these sets look realistic, it's kind of made them look a little bit cursed. Or just like they were making those 3+ junior sets, which is a bit disappointing from LEGO Minecraft. But at least we did get some movie sets, and we had answers to our questions, being they are using normal minifigures for the humans in the sets. Which I'm not going to complain about, that's more accurate to the movie, so that's absolutely fine. But yeah, some things just seem a bit off about this. And, well, the most realistic minifigure is probably the villager and the Iron Golem. So, I mean, they do look pretty good. The villager, it just looks a bit odd to me, a bit cursed. And the piglins and the zombie, they are both just look like comic books. There's nothing really I can say about that. The Woodland Mansion set is pretty cool, although it's not what we wanted. I think it is a really nice set. The fighting ring looks cool, and the giant chicken is also really, really fun. So I will give them that. The other set has a really good minifigure selection, so that is really cool.
Next
and the
up
amount
is
of
the
different
Parrot
little builds
houses
inside it is really good as well. So there are some good things about this wave, but just a few things seem a little bit off. Now, we'd heard about this when we first got the rumours, and then they kind of went into the back of everything because there was a lot more exciting things. But now that we have official images for them, it's on the LEGO site and everything, we can have a look at this. So these houses look really cool. We have a red parrot and a turquoise parrot. I think I got the wrong colour there. But they both look really good. The red parrot looks a bit more complete than the turquoise one, because the turquoise one seems like it is kind of like a jail. But they both look really cool. You can probably also take them both off of their stands and use them as like big figs, I guess. And of course, the set wouldn't be complete without a couple of parrots. It seems like we get 2 red parrots and 2 green parrots in this set, alongside a really cool music disc, which I don't think we've got in any other set. As well as that, we do get 2 new exclusive skins, which both look pretty cool and do actually resemble the 2 parrots. We have a green one and a red one, so they're both wearing different hoods for the different types of parrots, which I think is really cool. And also a skeleton, which, you know, is a little bit boring, but quite exciting that we saw that. And the set itself looks really good. The 2 parrots are great, as I said before, and it's quite large considering, well, like I said before, Minecraft standards. But the set is a good size. Having 2 parrot houses is better than 1, and I think this is a lot more vibrant and colourful, and I would probably buy it. Compared to a lot of other mob houses, which end up being singular colours and 1 single mob, this has 2 mobs, which is really good, and it's a lot more multicoloured. It has so much colour to it. It will be a pop of colour in your world, and won't be too ugly either, because, you know what, it does look pretty cool. The amount of colour in this one will be quite fun to build, and that is great for this set. It's a very exciting set, and the fact that LEGO has done something just a bit better than making one parrot, because they could have quite easily done that, but they've done two of them, which is pretty good, although it would have been nice to get a different jungle set with a lot more jungle trees and stuff. But you know what, at least we got one in the jungle and has parrots, because they are really cool minifigures, and I really like them, and having a lot of different variants will be amazing, and it's basically like a battle pack, but with parrots. And now let's go on to the summer wave, which is really exciting. Starting off, we have the Creeper. Now this looks like an 18 plus set and pretty much acts like it, but no, it's not considered one of the adult lines, although it is more of a displayable thing. It has a really nice patterns and a lot of cool things, such as movable parts and the things where you can take off the head. And I think these movable parts do make a bit of playability, but not lots. Also, this pig Easter egg is so much fun, considering that the Creeper was a failed pig model in the original Minecraft games, which I think is just a really fun and awesome Easter egg. I very much like how they've done that. Overall, the patterns for this are really cool, and they use a lot of 1x1 studs and things like that. Sorry, 1x1 flat pieces, but they're really nice, and I think they've done them very well. They've had a lot of detail on all of the patterning, the face looks awesome, and it's all basically like one of those Lego art pieces with the little bricks going one by one like a big mosaic, and I think it works really well, especially with the Creeper design. Okay, moving on, we have the Lego Minecraft Pillager Outpost. Now this set has 665 pieces and is quite expensive at about £75. But if you've watched my channel at all, you would know that one of the biggest things that I've been wanting is a real proper Pillager Outpost, the tower and all. And here it is. This is a set that LEGO has given us. So, in this set we have a massive Pillager Outpost tower plus a little small village house. So, we got 2 in 1 there. Also, we've got the Ravager again, which is really nice, after the last time seeing it is the Illager Raid, as well as a Vindicator and a Pillager Captain. We have a custom skin in this as well, with a diamond helmet and a diamond sword, as well as netherite ingots in a chest, which I think is really nice. You do get a few little things inside the villager house, such as a stone cutter and a bed, but nothing too eventful. I think the minifigure selection is great, and there's a lot to see. And the only problem I have with the set is that the Pillager Outpost is a bit skinny. It's not completely game accurate, but as long as we got the Pillager Outpost, I am not going to complain, because you basically got everything that you want here. It is much better than the set we've got a few years ago, because that, in my opinion, was a bit of a disaster, just containing the cage, but this time we have none of those. So basically, if you want to get it, get both of them. Next up, we have the Warden Encounter. Now, we knew this one was being leaked, and we were wondering how they would do it. Would they update the Warden? Would they make a large area, small area? By the piece count, we knew it was going to be a small cave. And here's the answer to the 2 questions. 1, no, the Warden is exactly the same. 2, yes, it's a small cave. So, this set has 2 major minifigures, being a skin exclusive and a Warden, which is pretty cool for a low price, which is great. Also, it has a chicken, but that's really not very interesting. Also, it has a couple of play features, such as falling pieces, and also you can see a bit of deep dark on the side of it, which, you know, we really need to go with that theme. The Warden, as per it did in 2023, does look pretty good from the torso and then up to the head, until you get to the headband sort of thing it has there, which is still inaccurate and kind of irritates me, but I think this is the design they have decided on keeping for the Warden, so we can't really do anything about that. I think the set itself is really nice, and the fact we are getting a more affordable price for this minifigure is also pretty good, because, well, it was quite expensive before. Next up is the Pickaxe Mine. Now, we thought this one would be pretty similar to the Sword Outpost, and in a way it is, but with its own twist on it, because this set has a lot of stuff behind it as well, which the Sword Outpost did not, like a little place with a stone cutter and a minecart track. As well as that, it is purple, bright pink or purple, so I'm guessing it's enchanted, which is pretty cool. It's a bit different, and gives it some originality from the Sword Outpost. I do like that there is a back area, because the Sword Outpost felt very, very dead on the back of it. It was just the back of the sword, there was nothing else. It was not meant to be seen from the back. Whereas this one does have a minecart track and a few little pieces. It's very reminiscent of the creeper mine in a way, having it go either way and having a lot of things around it, such as a piece of wall that can break away if you crash a minecart into it, which I think is a nice play feature. As for minifigures, you get Alex, an exclusive minifigure, a polar bear, and a stray, which unfortunately does not have the original piece of fabric, which even the advent calendar doesn't have. So if we want to get that original piece of fabric, it might take a little bit longer. Next up, we have the TNT House. This is one that I was very curious on how they would do, and here it is. A very colourful white and red house, which, in my opinion, doesn't look amazing, but is quite fun and really does show the creativity which Minecraft inspires, which is probably the most important part of these sets. It has a parrot, Steve, a zombie, and a creeper, so a lot of different minifigures. Nothing really too exciting. The parrot is quite cool. I do like that. It's very nice, vibrant. And, you know, we got the parrot houses before earlier this year, so it works well with the sets that we've got earlier. This is set on a coastal area. As you can see, there is some sugarcane and some sand along with some water, so that looks nice, as well as having some trees beside it with vines and things like that. Also, the house can explode. You kind of expect that. It's a TNT house. That is a play feature which is perfect for a set of this kind. So yes, really nice play features here. A very creative set with 287 pieces. And our final set, probably one of my favourite sets of the wave, being the Enderman Tower, with 867 pieces, so one of the biggest sets of the year. This is a giant statue of an Enderman, and has two exclusive new minifigures, being the Endermites, which look absolutely awesome. They're really small and really cute, and I think it's really nice that they're bringing old mobs that hadn't been done before into the theme now, which is really, really good, and a good step forward for this theme. As well as that, we also have a new ladder design, it seems, on some of the parts of the build, which I think look amazing. As well as an enchanting table, which we do get in the advent calendar, which was exclusive to that until now it's in the Enderman Tower. But I think both of them are really cool. The enchanting table looks amazing with all the printing and everything like that. The floating book, which they did, also looks amazing. This Enderman can be put into several different builds, which I think is one of the best parts. It's a bit like a 3 or 4 in 1, which I think is just absolutely amazing. So the biggest problem I'd have with this wave is literally just the pricing of some of the sets, such as the Pillager Outpost being very, very expensive for the piece count. But this has been a trend with the Lego Minecraft theme for a while now. And some of the other sets are, you know, quite appropriately priced. So, you know, we get some and we lose some. But what do you guys think of the 2025 sets? Tell me in the comments down below. So that was every set that will release this year. We may have a few odd ones, but that is it for now. It's very exciting to see and really, really cool. Really hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. You can subscribe up there. There is another video there. Really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.